two, three. Woo! Na 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 na.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another special episode of the SUS podcast, where we reunite to bring together while motivating the passionate to pursue. Pretty sus, but join the adventure. So I'm pretty sure everyone loves music, and especially during these pandemic times, music has been a big part of our day. Acting as a morale boost and a way for us to kind of escape from reality for a while. And it makes us especially happy to see a rise in Filipino talent and a lot of artists and musicians blowing up and contributing to the world of music as well. It's really so interesting to think about what goes into the life of a musician, the way that they write their music, and their musical journey as well. And today we have a super special guest to talk with us about just that. So if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hello, my name's Rienne. I am 21. I live in the States and but I was born in the Philippines and I lived there
Hmm.
for like almost all my life. And yeah, I love doing indie music. I've been
Oh,
doing
love
music
that.
ever since I was 13
Wow.
and
Nice.
yeah, yun lang. I love listening to it. I love making songs because it makes you feel better. So yeah.
Yes, I love hearing that
Right
from a
on.
musician.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice to hear.
Welcome, welcome. We're so honored to have you here with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. This is gonna be such a fun
All right,
show.
so Rienne, when and what made you fall in love with music, and what made you decide to start making it?
So ever since I was younger, my dad really like loves to play music like while we're doing nothing. He loves playing like R&B stuff, like
Hmm.
early 2000, like Boys to Men, ganun. And I was like, hey, that sounds really cool. Pero that time kasi I couldn't sing. Like my voice was really bad, like
Hmm.
super sintonado and stuff. So yon, that's when I first like started to love music talaga. Pero when I started to like want to do it is when I posted a cover of like You're the Only Exception sa SoundCloud and a lot of my batchmates liked it. So I was like, whoa, I didn't know that they would like actually like me and like give me recognition for that. And they actually said na it made them feel better about themselves na parang oh yeah, also when I posted my first original they said that they really related to it tapos it yeah it made them go through the things that they were going through easier,
Yeah.
so yeah, that's when
Mm.
I started to like say na I wanted to do this for like a living siguro or, yeah,
Mm.
hopefully.
Yeah, I love that. Diba, sometimes talaga you really don't know how much of an impact, diba, you can have to people, diba, by just simply posting, your music or whatever it is, out there, diba?
Yeah.
Sobrang
Hmm.
dali na yan ngayon kasi we have the internet and you can literally just post anything out there. And ayun nga, you never know talaga who might be listening to your content and to your music. And ayun nga, it's really nice to hear that you have like inspired people, you've made them happy, and alam mo na, it's like music for you. Music is like not only your passion, but you get this like purpose na rin. So yeah, very very cool, very cool.
I
Thank
also
you.
love that you got
Hmm.
discovered on SoundCloud because I really feel like that's where so many
Uh,
undiscovered, like
Yeah.
fantastic they get, noticed by so many people. It's really such a, I don't know,
Yeah, it
it's a
was
very
like a high
unified.
school.
Yeah, it's a high
Mm,
school like
yeah.
go-to for music.
Mhm.
What a nice like
Nice,
beginning, like
yeah, it's a nice way to
origin
get
arc.
this beginning.
mm,
Yeah. I mean, I also know how you feel because I also used to post like
Oh,
stuff
that's
on
cool. Yeah.
SoundCloud. Nobody looked that up, but I did. Yeah, it's a different kind of audience talaga, but it's very validating to revisit your stuff every now and then and really see how much your music has grown, no?
Yeah. Like, sobrang nag-iba yung voice ko. Kasi parang before, parang sobrang high ng voice ko. Ngayon, parang low na.
Mm.
And, yeah, I can compare na I've grown as an artist na rin. Kasi before, parang sobrang wapa kills lang. It's now parang seryoso na.
Mm.
That's so nice.
Yeah,
Mhm.
solid.
It's very wholesome.
Yeah, I love it. So humble beginnings. We actually had a little like listening party a few weeks ago, and we listened to your music.
Oh
We
my
really liked it,
gosh.
like super.
Mm.
And
Oh, thank you.
I got a very Boy Pablo vibe from.
Yeah.
I love
Oh.
that kind of music. I really love indie music. Like indie music is really like such a big it's one of my favorite genres, I think.
Me too.
Yes. And now you're contributing to that genre as well. That's the dream. So who are your musical idols or your inspirations, the musicians that you look up to, and did they play a part in the style of music that you created?
Yes, I feel like they did like play a big part because like sometimes when I listen to their songs, I listen to like how it gets catchy. Yung parang mga tricks nila. I listen to like how it gets catchy, yung mga beats and stuff. So I've been listening to Beach Bunny a lot, and then Boy Pablo, and Clairo. Who else?
Claire, oh my god.
Clairo. I can't say her name right. And si I forgot the name. Yung mahaba, Chloe Mariando. Is that how you say it?
Oh, I'm not familiar. I will have to look that up.
Yeah, Chloe Mariando. I don't know how to say her name. But yeah, she's pretty cool.
Okay, now I'm getting a clear like picture after your inspirations because there really is a like a sound that you hear from them
Yeah.
that you also hear in your music. I love that. Kind of
Mhm.
little tributes to your inspirations. That's so nice.
Oh, so like really like to an extent, all musicians talaga they really take inspiration from each other's music, diba? And
Yes.
Yeah, and,
so
and
yeah, go
music.
ahead.
Sorry, yeah, and music is a big effect on people. Like even Michael Jackson once said, "Let that rhythm get." sorry. Let that rhythm get into you. Sorry, I'm just a huge fan of Michael Jackson. Like when I hear him, I smile. So yeah, I'm just saying like music is such a big effect on people. Makes people smile, gives them wholesome vibes. It can even soothe out the savage beast. So yeah,
Yeah,
awesome.
It also
yeah.
unlocks a lot of feelings that you didn't know existed. So
Yeah.
when you hear a song, right, and then you start feeling emotions that are combining with each other, and it becomes indescribable because you're just transported into another universe.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
So sige. Sige, if you don't mind, we're gonna pick your brain a little bit. So let's
Mhm.
talk about your musical process. So how do you go about, writing your songs and deciding how each one is gonna sound? So take us through your musical process.
It's actually pretty easy for me because like I've been writing songs for years, and sometimes
Oh,
I do
that
it every day.
That's
So
cool.
wow!
minsan, I just get my guitar, I just like think of a random situation. Siguro, let's talk about me always liking straight girls who have a boyfriend for no
Mm,
freaking reason. I don't know why that keeps happening to me. So
mm,
yon, like I'll get my guitar and then I would like think of a situation and then I'll play random chords, like whatever fits the vibe. And then, yeah, I'll just sing random phrases and whatever sticks to me the most, whatever sounds catchy, because I have really bad memory. So, yun, whatever sticks to me, I'll just write it down on my phone. And yeah, that's how my songs come about.
mm.
I
Yeah, that's
bet
cool.
there are a
Like,
lot of like
That's pretty cool.
you first. You
I
first.
remember kasi we also we had an episode before where we had a musician also um, His name is Julio Banzon, so shout out to him. He also talked to us about like his process where he has like his recording files on his phone, yung voice recording files. Then he has like snippets of like
It's just little
gibberish.
snippet of the
Yeah,
chorus of the
diba?
bridge.
Yeah.
So that's really cool nga na in a way musicians kind of have this shared uh parang way of like going about their process in writing music, diba? Very, very similar yung mindsets nila, diba? Pero at the same time, some have like their own kind of thing, and whatever works for them, diba? As long as they're able to eventually put out their music to how they like it. So yeah, I mean, it's really fun to know more about how musicians really go about and write their music. Yeah.
And that's beautiful because artists have the freedom to create the music that they like, but not just appeals to them, but also appeals to the masses. Music that will make them smile, make them happy, give them feelings that they didn't know they had. It's just a big accomplishment for musicians out there everywhere. So, how about your songs? What was the writing? How's the writing and recording process of your creation of songs like, especially during this pandemic time?
Oh, since I've been staying my like rest naman for like the whole time, kasi I dropped out of college. Yeah, what I do, like I got comfortable na in my room and I just write what I feel. Like kahit di siya maganda, I write it. And then if ever na build ko na yung base when writing, I
Yeah.
just change it if I don't like it. And for recording naman, I don't have a recording studio, so I just do everything in my room.
Nice.
I have a mic and my interface and my guitars, and that's pretty much it. And my laptop. Yun lang, that's how I record it. Tapos, after that, I send it to my kuya, si Jensen Gomez. He helps me out a lot in prod. So, yun. He helps me, and that's it. That's how we make our songs.
At least, diba, like even if we're in a pandemic, people like really still find a way to, alam mo na, like continue their passion,
Yeah.
like, continue putting out, stuff out there, diba?
Not even.
It's hard.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's very hard and kailangan may mga adjustments talaga. And ayun nga, I mean, musicians nga, some of them like literally just work from home. Like they really just use what they have, and and it's really cool. And we get this appreciation talaga as like listeners, diba? Na, like even though it's hard now, we still get music, and it's what gets us by, diba, day by day. So yeah, solid.
And to be able to do it from your home, there's really like a comforting element to being able to do it and record in an environment where you feel very, safe and comfortable. I know a lot of artists, they really love recording like in their, whether it be like vacation homes. I know John Mayer, he has like a house, right, Ramon, in somewhere where he has a recording studio built in the house, but then he records most of his stuff like on his couch. Even like artists like Tom Mish, they do a lot of like vacationing stuff. Like they record it when they're not where they're based. They do it in another place. Not 100% sure about that, everyone who's listening. So don't like get mad at me. I just know what I see in like the music videos and all of that. Maybe they make that stuff up also.
It's really cool nga. They really have their own like process talaga, like whatever works for them. Yeah.
Yeah, like the venue where you create music doesn't matter so long as the passion, the drive to make good music is there.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, no. True. Wait, I just want to ask like an extra question before we like move forward. What's the experience like? I'm so curious about this. What's the experience like making music videos? Because I think everyone in their lifetime, they always envisioned themselves in a music video whenever they listen
Mhm.
to like their favorite songs.
Yeah, when you're looking out the window of the car.
Yeah,
Oh
you're
my
imagining like yourself
classic.
like driving,
Tas
the lyrics are
umuulan.
flashing.
Umuulan,
Yeah,
di
it's
ba?
raining.
Ang
Bro.
hirap kasi like sa music videos ko, they're pretty much homemade except for the second one. I had to hire someone for the second one.
Nice.
But
Okay.
like it's so hard kasi like when you have like this vision in your head, tapos like you want it to look like this, but
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know, yung nag-film kasi ng music video ko is my dad. So like I'm
Oh,
just like
wow.
telling him, I want this angle. Tapos minsan he doesn't get it pa. So I'm like, okay. Pero buti na lang, salamat sa sa nag-edit ng videos kasi Sir G, he's from our record label. Yeah. And he makes it look nice compared to the original shots.
Mm.
Grabe.
Mm.
Pero what it feels nice to have the camera on you,
Oh, I'm
but at the same time, it's not always what you envision it to be. I don't
Yeah.
know. Unless ang dami mong takes. Yun. But the second one is fun kasi ang maganda yung second music video ko. So, yeah.
Mm. Man.
so
Oh.
cool.
So I hope
How
everybody
exciting.
listening out there, di ba? Check out Rienne's
Yung
music video, di ba? Also
Oh
the
yeah.
music.
Oh, wait lang. I just remembered something. My music video is coming out on Friday.
Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
okay.
At
Yeah.
just in
November
time.
5? November
Mm.
5.
I think
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This episode will be out like a week later, but everyone listening, it's out now.
Yeah, it's out now.
Please listen to Rienne's
Mm.
new music video. We'll be
Mm.
plugging it also in the description of this YouTube video. So everyone, please
Yeah.
check that out.
Pero as of the time of the recording, it's not out
It's
yet.
not yet out.
Pero
Yeah.
we are
Yeah.
very excited
I'm so
and happy
excited.
for you.
I saw the
Yeah.
snippet in Spotify. Is that the music video that's gonna come out? Like you know
Uh,
when you click the song, there's like a 5 second.
Oh my gosh. For Sinagtala, is that it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it might be that. I don't have
Ooh,
Canva,
it looks
so
so
I'm like,
nice.
oh, thank you. There's actually a deeper meaning to it, pero I won't explain until it comes out.
All right.
Interesting.
Nice.
Something
That's fair to everyone
look
who
out
will
for.
listen.
Okay. Since we've kind of like talked a little bit about working as a musician, especially during the pandemic, diba? So how has it been like being a musician and having to adjust during COVID, diba? You've kind of tackled that and like how you kind of do things like despite being just at home and all that. So maybe you could also take us through like how you're feeling na rin, diba? It doesn't even have to be like about music. Like how are you during this time, diba?
How's your mental health?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yun.
So, to answer your like medyo first question, I started nung start of 2020, so medyo wala pang COVID that time. I would go on gigs and like open mics and stuff like that. But as the months went by, COVID started like happening. So ever since that happened, it kind of like shifted na to the fact na we won't be able to do this again as much. So I started like doing everything in my bedroom, mga songs there, I record there, I write. And wait, what was the second question?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
How's your
ayun nga,
mental health?
since
My
ayan,
mental health.
outside of making
Oh,
music, yeah.
yeah, it's been not good, but
Mm.
there are some days that I just keep hanging on because I want to see what I'll get out of it. Sometimes we get rewarded for things that we go through, and even though I want to give up sometimes, I just feel like I deserve better.
Yeah. And like just waking up every single day, that's a big victory na, diba? Just ayun nga, looking forward to what might happen, diba? You never know. And you have your music with you also, diba? And as you mentioned earlier, you have people, friends who have been inspired by your music. And I mean, if anything, that's like one of the best feelings in the world, diba?
Yeah.
Like having your passion be loved by other people. So yeah.
Oh. Sorry, I just wanna like
Silence.
quickly correct what I said earlier. I just checked Rienne's music now. It's Try Again pala, the one with the
Oh,
video.
Ah,
I love this. It's
oh,
not
thank
Sinagtala
you.
that has the snippet, but once the music video comes out, super excited to see that
yeah,
too.
super, super.
Oh, thank you.
The
Yeah.
aesthetic is just so visually pleasing.
Mm.
It's
Something
like
talaga about
those
indie,
Yeah.
no?
driving songs where with the pink skies talaga and you're really just feeling the mood as you're going on the roads.
Oh,
Those are
that's
really
like the
my favorite.
best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Those are my favorites.
Mm. Shows yung artistry talaga. Di ba? Kasi music videos, I guess you could say they're kind of like a different beast na rin, di ba? Compared to just yung actual writing of the music, yung lyrics and all that. So seeing all of them come together, yeah, beautiful, magical, you know.
Fulfilling culmination talaga the music.
Mm,
You see it really come to life.
yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah.
wow, that's my music. That's my like vision. Seeing it real, like for everyone to see also. Like what an amazing feeling.
Yeah.
This is the question that we usually ask everyone at the end of the episode. So of course, being a very accomplished musician and someone who is going to contribute even further to music in the future, and we're so excited to see the new songs that you put out because the indie genre is really a super underrated and underappreciated like area of music that we feel everyone should be listening to now. It's really perfect for any mood. If you like think
Yeah.
about any kind of indie song, right? Um, do you have any words of wisdom to give to any current and aspiring musicians out there about, music in general and using it to stay positive and hopeful through these like pandemic times and even in the future when everything's kind of back to normal?
I feel like when you're creating music, you should always like have this mindset na you should do it for yourself, not for other people. Like I mean, like you want to inspire other people, but when
Exactly.
you create stuff, you should do it for yourself, and you should think na no matter what happens, I like what I'm doing, and no matter how it flops or it doesn't flop,
Yeah.
you should always stay true to what you do.
Mm,
Kasi if you don't, parang hindi siya nakaka-fulfill.
yeah.
So yeah,
Mm.
when you create, always make sure that you like it personally, and what other people say shouldn't matter unless it's good. Yun.
Mm,
Reminds me of
yeah.
reminds me of Aesop's fables, where slow and steady might win the race until truth and talent takes their place. So you get there naman to, or you inspire others, but to do that you must be honest with yourself and pour your passion into creating this talent that you have.
Hmm. Yeah. And it's
I like that.
really, yeah, kudos to that mindset also. So very important to, alam mo na, not lose your authenticity and just your identity also because it'll show with your music talaga. And yeah, what's important is you make it because it's what you love. Yeah, it's your passion talaga. So yeah, and I hope now you continue to inspire uh, those who listen to your music because it's again really just one of the best feelings in the world,
Yeah.
inspiring people. Yeah.
Yeah, even just to hear your music like on Spotify and now we're actually with you, like talking to you. It's really like surreal for us as hosts to be able to like provide the space for people to really just share about what they love talaga and
Yeah.
for us to help them realize that this is something that is really world changing and something that they should continue to do. And actually we do have one more extra question that we don't include in our in the questions that we send to our guests. It's just like an extra thing lang that we ask.
And don't worry, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, it's podcast related. because when we started this many months ago now by this time. We were just a group of friends literally who thought that we'd be talking about whatever we wanted every week. We didn't even plan on having any guests. We were literally just gonna record our Zoom conversations and that would be it. But when we started having guests on our show, it was really eye-opening for us to be able to see how many stories people have to share and just how great a feeling it was to converse with people and make new friends, especially during this pandemic time where we're all stuck at home, and that's really something that we got deprived of. And that's why we reformed our branding to become a podcast that reunites, brings people together like this while motivating the passionate to pursue what they love doing. And hopefully we were able to do that for you as well. Make you realize how special your music is to not only your fans, but to everyone who's gonna be listening in the future as well. From your end, how do you feel having gone on this podcast adventure with us, having met new people for the first time, and to really share something that you love doing with complete strangers who are now your new friends as well?
Uh, it felt really nice because like I wasn't really
Mm.
expecting that I'd be part of a podcast. Thank you guys for having me here.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
when when Pep told me that I'll be here, I was like, "What? I've always wanted to be in a podcast." So thank you
Oh,
so
we're so
much.
happy that we were able to do that for
That's
you.
cool. We
Yeah,
fulfilled
and it's
a
super chill lang.
dream.
I love that. Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really love like your vibe kasi all of you guys are so chill lang. And parang, I'm just like talking to people from my
Oh, I
school.
love it.
Yeah.
Edsel nga came fresh from school. Eh.
It's true.
he's got the look going on.
This is a costume, but
Yeah, but super
given.
super honor talaga on our end also to have
Yeah.
been able to give you your first podcast experience
Yeah,
too. That
thank
makes it extra special for us.
Mhm.
Yeah, this has been super fun. I'm so
Yeah,
happy
man.
because being a like amateur musician also, I'm hearing the stories of someone who's like an accomplished musician. It's so like inspiring, and it makes me really want to continue, because I'll admit there's some days where I don't want to continue like writing music because the process is really so hard and you don't know the reception, like what it's gonna be like once you put your stuff out there. But hearing your stories has given me like more courage to really just put it out there for me, and
Yeah.
whoever else wants to join me on my journey, like that's fine with me, but it really should just be for you and for those who you love and care about and want to inspire
Yeah.
with your music. So thank you
Yeah.
for doing that for me.
And one thing that I want to
Oh.
say is that even though you think that's gonna flop or anything, if you think that no one's gonna listen, just put it out anyway because you never
Yeah.
really know. So
Mhm.
yeah, you know.
Oh, kaya talaga once you get like above the hump talaga of all the doubts, yung ano yun, yung takot talaga. Once you get the hump, over the hump, it's a really good feeling talaga having your music or art or whatever it is out there. And yeah, like what Rian mentioned, you never know. You never know who's going to be listening, and you might be making their day. Making an impact in their lives. And yeah, I mean, so I hope everybody listening and watching this really special episode, which was made possible with our little partnership with Off the Record. So that's the music label that Rienne is a part of. So thank you very much for making this episode possible, for getting Rienne here on the show. I really appreciate it. We absolutely love hearing what they have to say, about their journey as a musician, and sharing how it, their love for it, how they inspire people, and just doing what it is that they love despite the circumstances now. And it really shows na there's just so much to look forward to. And yeah, if you have music, I mean, you're set, you know.
Put it out
Everybody
there.
loves music, you know. And family and friends then, of course. So yeah. Um, so with that said, thank you again, Rienne, for being here. It's an absolute honor. It's been a blast. We're gonna be plugging all of their like social media accounts, of course, Spotify page as well. Check out their music. Very awesome music. Nakaka-proud din bilang, di ba, syempre bilang Pinoy na, we have these budding musicians out there who, honestly are just waiting to be discovered. And yeah, I really hope everybody continues to be inspired to put their art out there. And yeah, so this has been another Screw Up special, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe, everybody. Yeah.
Bye.
Okay, everyone
Bye.
stay
Thank you so
still.
much.